Welcome back, dear students. So we start with the today's topic. This is a Watson-Crick model for of the structure of DNA. So start with the history or from starting. So in year 1953, what happened? Francis Crick walked into the Cambridge University. So James Watson, as James Watson later recalled and announced that we had found some secret of life. Actually, as they had found, the morning Watson and Crick had figure out the structure of DNA and the double helix that engine to make copy itself, or you can say semi-conservative model DNA replication, suspicious that DNA carries life's hereditary information. So earlier, before Watson and Crick in year 9, and what they do, they propose a more Watson and Crick use the model building approach as a physical build model using wire sheets, as sometimes figure cannot grab what mind controls, so they use some sheet metals and what they build a model of double helix structure of DNA. So in earlier in 1950s, the in 50s, what happened? Wilkin and Rosalind Franklin mainly studies the structure of DNA crystal using X-ray. So the X pattern, as you can see in this diagram, this X pattern structure of DNA was helix, as Franklin already proposed. So used data of Edwin Chargaff in year 1940s and in earlier 50s. So what is Chargaff rule? As his data showed that each species a percentage of A is always equal to T. That means adenine always equal to T, while the guanine always equal the percentage of cytosine. So Watson was showed this picture by Wilkin in earlier 1953. From this picture, it was possible to calculate what the distance between the bases, which is around 3.4 angstrom, and the length of the periods and the rise of the helix. So Francis Crick and Watson got Nobel Prize in year 1962 with Wilkinson for discovering the structure of DNA, and widely regarded as one of the most important discoveries of 20th century. So Watson and Crick model, what they said, the side of the ladder made up of alternating molecules such as phosphate and deoxyribose, and the base up the rung of the ladder are attracted by a weak chemical bond, which is known as hydrogen bonds. So they always double helix is always antiparallel, which means that 5 prime end of the one strand is paired with the 3 prime end of complementary strand, or 3 prime with 5 prime end, vice versa also, with vice versa. And the two hydrogen bond always connect between AT and 3 hydrogen bond between GC. So Watson and Crick double helix model explain how replication of DNA during mitosis produce exact copy for the daughter cell from one generation to next generation, and how DNA act as a code specifying how protein are made by cells. So their were published in Nature Journal in year 1953, April 25th. So they got Nobel Prize in year 1962 for the discovery of a structure of DNA and different forms of DNA. Double helix. There are mainly three different forms of DNA double helix: A, B, and Z DNA. Thank you, dear students.